have I ever drink. 10 to empty rooms, smoke it run down.
Welcome to the Moho session hashtag. Taking it on the road.
This is Moho episode number
5.
Was it?
Yeah.
Don't know anymore. And we are with the fabulous one and only Miss Maggie Baugh.
Hi.
Don't know where to start because you're a musician, an entertainer, a singer, a songwriter.
And a pain in the ass.
I didn't see that now. I quite extraordinary fiddle player and like.
Thank you.
Can I do aerobics as well while you're playing the fiddle?
Yeah, when I swing the fiddle bow. Yeah. It's like a baton. Honestly, I'm channeling my inner Jedi. It's like a lightsaber.
Okay.
Yeah.
That makes sense. That actually does make a bit of sense. I was like, no, because like it's just. I thought she's going to drop that, but no.
I threw it.
You throw it.
I did.
You teased the crowd.
I did. It's like I was throwing a wedding bouquet.
Well, she went, will I throw it this way? No. Will I throw it that way? No.
Yeah.
I'll throw it over my head. But like you have just kind of, what's the word I'm looking for? Not jumped on the scene. What's the word I'm looking for? Exploded onto the scene. Like your performance last year
Thank you.
was electric.
Thank you.
Like you have so much, your stage presence. Like it's like you just kind of take over and you put on a show.
Thank you.
In everything you do. Like it's crazy. Like,
Thank
there's a
you
lot
so
of crazy
much.
going on in the stage, and it's all you.
Yeah, there's a lot of crazy going on over here for sure.
So where did the entertainer in you? Where was the entertainer in you born to kind of create what you create now? Where did that come from?
Lord, that's a good question. No one's ever asked me that before. I think it might just have to do with my personality in general, and I just didn't really have a word for it because crazy apparently can be taken the wrong way. So I decided entertainer was probably a better word. I'm not really sure where it came from. I mean, I've always had this personality. I've always loved connecting with people. I've always loved making sure that they have a good time. And I think that's what live music is. And I just love performing on stage. And so I think that's just like the perfect word for it. It's just like you're entertaining the audience. I mean, when you go to like a theater, you're expecting entertainment, you know? That's why you're going to the theater, for entertainment. So it's the same with live music. It's like someone's on a stage, like you should be entertaining. Like that's the whole point of live music.
Well, even when you're not singing, you're entertaining, and like it's just like there's just so much. Like it's you just put on a fabulous show.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Just so you know.
Thank you.
Exactly. Just so you know, and you're well aware that that's, you know, and that's
Thank
probably why you've
you.
exploded onto the scene, and there's so many people that probably would have bought tickets to come solely for you.
Well, luckily I'm coming back in August, so you can come solely for me in August.
So, like, there's so much, you've got so much talent, like, you're good at so many things. Man, you rock the guitar.
Thank
I
you.
want to make it look so fucking easy. I want you to do it like that, but I can't. I do play guitar, but nowhere near like that. But as far as country music goes, where was your, I suppose, the country heart? Because you've got an entertainer heart, but you've also got country.
Mm-hmm.
So where was that born? What kind of made that explode in you that you thought, I need to write these songs and then be an entertainer, start to entertain the audience?
Yeah, well, country music has always just been in my family because my dad's from Texas. So country music just was always around me. I actually started on classical music, on classical violin. So I wasn't
Seriously?
into country music. Yeah, I was classically trained on violin. I mean, I've been playing it for 18 years, but I wasn't originally a country music lover. So I only listened to classical music growing up because I started playing violin when I was 6. It wasn't until I was at the age of like 12, so 6 years later, when I started writing music, that my dad is just a country music lover, so it just fell into my lap. It was always around the house. So, I mean, I just love country music because of the storytelling. I think it really just, it hits home in so many different ways, especially with the music. I mean, the voice and the songwriting. I mean, listen, I love other types of music, and I think they tell a story, but I just feel like country music really just hits something in your heart a little different than the rest of the genres.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of discussion and debate, and country music itself has evolved over the last 5 years, let alone the last 20, 30 years. And there's a lot of discussion about what it is, but it is feeling, and it is, like, country music, I think, writes about what other genres probably wouldn't even touch with barge pole.
Yeah.
and it's like I mean, they do write about love and stuff, but they don't go into as much depth and as much detail as a country music song would. Which I think is just that's the heart of it.
Absolutely.
I think that's probably where the meaning should come from, as opposed to what the style sounds like these days.
And I love that country music is evolving too, and I mean, regardless of everyone else's opinions, like, I think that country music used to be super twangy, and that's what people didn't like about it. Like, they didn't like the yeehaw part of it. But now that it's evolving into so many genre-bending artists, I think it's really great that people are finally, like, realizing that, like, oh, country music is more than just the cowboy and the twang. Like, it is actually about falling in love with the songwriting and the story. And I think that it's so great that people are coming around to country music a lot more than they would have in the past.
Yeah, so what do you think, as a country artist yourself, over the last number of years that you've been involved in the scene, what do you think has made country music more popular now than it maybe ever was?
I think that it's honestly, it started with artists who just, like, quite frank, didn't give a shit about the rules of country music. Like, I think that country music was in a box for so long, not in a bad way. It just was very clear, this is country, this is pop, and there is a huge wall between the two. I think that it's really great that the walls are knocked down and, like, people decided, like regardless of his actions, like, Morgan Wallen decided that he wanted to, like, be a genre-bending artist. I mean, he's ginormous, you know, he absolutely blew up, and he just like put dynamite on that wall and absolutely blew it out of the water. So I think people like that who just didn't care about the rules of country music and just decided to do whatever they wanted, people like that, truly groundbreaking, I feel like, is what kind of made the genre bend a little bit.
That's a great answer. Specific to your music, because you're in the process of releasing another album now, aren't you?
Yeah, so I'm gonna have my sophomore record dropping later this year.
Because you released Dear Me as well, which I bought yesterday.
Thank you.
And in terms of, like, your songwriting, and if you met somebody and we were talking about Maggie Baugh, and who the heck's that? What song would you say, go and listen to that, that's me, that's who I am, that's my genre, and that's Maggie Baugh?
I would say my music that I'm releasing this year is probably some of my favorite music I've ever written, you know? I've always struggled with, like, being such a high energy artist and, like, playing rock and roll on stage, but then my music didn't really translate to who I am live. Like, it's so funny, I'm always like this all the time, but I really truly love, like, mid-tempo and or slow songs that really make you think. Like, I want somebody to, like, leave my show and just be like, wow, like, that was amazing, like, I love that song, you know, like, it really hit home for me. That's what I want. And so I feel like the songs that I listen to are a lot more mid-tempo, so I've been writing a lot of mid-tempo songs, but I'm such a high energy artist that it's, like, hard to, like, sit there and just
conflict.
Conflict of interest here when I'm playing rock and roll and then singing, like, some heartfelt song, and that's how all my music is. So I feel like this year I really challenged myself to be like, what could make me entertainer's heart, but also stay true to who I am as an artist and a songwriter. So it took a lot in me to kind of, like, figure out what that means and who that is. And so I feel like this year the music that I'm putting out is probably some of my favorite because it truly showcases the energy, the musician in me, and also the songwriter part of me as well.
So is Entertainer's Heart a new one, or is
it's not released yet? It'll come out with the record.
Like, just listening to that song, first and foremost, it just describes you to a T. Start. It describes the entertainment industry and what's involved, and just, like, the highs, the lows, the in-betweens, what you're striving for, what you want, what you need, what sometimes you might not get, and all the kind of the struggles that come with it. Plus, it's just a damn good song.
Thank you. Yeah, it'll drop later this year.
Well, I think that's a cue to get the guitar and sing it. Or is that okay?
Yeah, absolutely.
You don't mind it if it's going online now before it's even released?
I don't even mind.
It's all good publicity, right?
If you don't want a song to be released before it's released, don't play it.
Very to the point. Very to the point.
Sometimes a little too much.
You know, if you had a manager, that's what they'd say, but...
Hi! We should just do a party bus series where it's just like, no one's playing music right now, so we should just come in here and start singing. A little pop-up show. So I'll play Entertainer's Heart just for you, boo. room, smoke it run down. Lights are off, name spelled wrong on the marquee sign outside. And if you ask me why I do it, sharing stories to whoever's in the bar. I guess I got an entertainer's heart. 7 months of weekend runs, towns I've never been. Lucky if you come back with enough to cover it. And if you wanna know why I do it, selling records down in the backseat of my car. I guess I got an entertainer's heart. 'Cause yeah, Liz and Breeze to be on stage, but it don't care about money and fame. They pay the same till the last one leaves. The front and back row seats. We could go on the phones back home, watch me on TV. And I won't lie, it's a day that I thought we'd never see. And yeah, they asked me how I did it. I said I never stopped, I forgot where I got my start. I guess I got an entertainer's heart. 'Cause yeah, Liz and Breeze to be on stage, but it don't care about money and fame. They pay the same till the last one leaves. The front and back row seat. Night to a sold out room, and the curtains open fire. The lights are on, names spelled right on the marquee sign outside. And sometimes I can't believe I did it. After years of blood and tears, sharing this guitar. 'Cause I got an entertainer's heart. Yeah, I guess I got an entertainer's heart. Now I'll always have an entertainer's heart. Thank you.
That is just like, that's just such a cool song.
Thank
It's
you.
just really like, yeah, I think that's my favourite song of yours.
You're so
I
sweet.
just-
Thanks.
Like it's
Well, it comes out later this year.
plus the guitar riff and everything. Like it's just the vibe. When you record that song, or if you've recorded it already, is it going to be just acoustic, or do you have?
It'll be full band. But I might release an acoustic version too, because I've been doing it by myself on tour a lot, just to kind of show the emotion and showcase like the true struggle of like what the song means. So I feel like I should release like an acoustic version of it too on the record, or maybe it'll be like a deluxe version. We'll see.
Yeah, because because like as we said, like your high energy,
Yeah.
electrifying performances,
Thank
and you
you.
can never like there she is, like, you're trying to
Like Pac-Man with all these like little mushrooms.
For Entertainer's Heart, it was just like just a very moving moment when you just center stage
Thank
with
you.
the guitar.
Yeah.
Like I know, like you said, you just love to move around and entertain and stuff, but sometimes like those kind of moments
Yeah.
are just like you've created a moment
Yeah.
right there, in that moment, and that's kind of that's one of the most powerful things in music as well.
Absolutely.
As well as entertaining, and as well as just kind of
And I feel like entertainers should be able to do both. You know, there's like I want to be that artist who can just stand in the middle of an arena on a bar stool and play some songs and entertain just as much as if I was running around. Not everyone can do it, but I'm hoping I can.
And you've entertained many people because you're also entertained in Keith Urban's band.
Yeah.
Well, which must be because he's quite the entertainer.
Oh, he's amazing. I've learned firsthand literally what it means to be an entertainer by one of the best entertainers.
Yeah, because he like I've seen him. I think I've seen him once or twice.
He's incredible.
And he is. He just knows. He just knows what to do. He
Oh,
just
yeah.
knows how he's doing it, and he just knows who he is.
Yeah.
And he's just not afraid to show it either.
Not at all.
And like, it must be, as a younger artist coming through, it must be great to kind of.
Oh, it's so much
see-
fun.
Yeah. And Blue Foley, have you worked with Blue Foley? Have you written?
Yeah, I've written a bunch with him. I've known him since I was like 15.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, I don't think there's anyone he hasn't written with.
Yeah, I don't think so either. He's like,
I'm trying
way
to find
more-
somebody he hasn't written with, and I'm not being able to find it.
Blue is like the definition of a social butterfly. Like, if social butterfly was in the Urban Dictionary, it should say blue folly. 1,000%. That should be the definition.
Get that done.
Because, yeah, like, have you released any songs that you've written with him?
I don't think so. I'm not sure. I can't remember. Maybe. Yes. Have I? I don't know.
I don't know. I'll go through your Spotify and have a look and see.
Go look at it. Go look at the credits and then you tell me.
But, like, what he doesn't know about, like, the industry and the ins and outs of it.
It's amazing. I mean, he's literally worked with Ashley McBride, so he's great.
Literally. Has he hooked you up?
Not yet. Although I'm opening up for her in June, which is going to be fun.
Wow. That's cool.
Thanks.
Where's that happening?
Birmingham, Alabama. Birmingham, Alabama.
See, this is where I share a Linda kind of thing. I didn't realise it was a Birmingham in America.
Birmingham.
Because there's a Birmingham in the UK.
Yeah. Yes, I know. I played there.
Yeah. And I sent, I think I sent like media press stuff to Birmingham, USA
Yeah.
about a UK artist, and they were like, no, this isn't Birmingham, UK, this is Birmingham, US. And I was like,
That's so funny.
very sorry, I do apologize.
Birmingham, Alabama is where it's taking place at the Peach Jam Jubilee.
Birmingham? Is
Birmingham.
that how it's pronounced?
Ham.
Because we pronounce it Birmingham.
It's more like Birmingham.
It's Birmingham, isn't it? Here?
Birmingham. Yeah, Birmingham.
Birmingham. We don't say Birmingham.
Birmingham.
If we said that, they'd probably look at you and go, what the fuck?
Be like, I'm gonna be on stage and be like, "What's up, Birmingham, Alabama?" And they're like, "I'm like, sorry, I was just in the UK." My bad.
So earlier on, this is just, I'm stealing your question now, Chris, here. There's differences in like language and understanding, like
Yeah.
in, obviously like pants, for example,
Yeah,
is a
pints.
great example.
Yeah.
Pants, like
Pants. Oh, I
Because
thought you
you
said
call
pints.
Yep, pint. Well,
See,
pints.
there it is.
No. But
Sorry, maybe I just still want.
like in America, trousers, as we
Yeah.
call them, are pants.
Yeah.
But pants are like knickers underwear.
Yeah.
Do you know? And like,
Yeah.
it can get very confusing. So how do you find it when you're touring here? Have you like come across some very interesting?
Well, I'm just like grammatically incorrect all the time, even in the U.S. So
even in the US. Oh,
even
okay.
in the U.S., I just can't speak. So it's equally as challenging over here as well.
Is it even more challenging, or just like no? There's
I kind of
competition?
like guess based on context clues, like what someone's talking about. Like, I mean, we haven't talked about your pants yet, so
No, well, that's just
your trousers.
my trick. Well,
They're
pants,
fabulous though.
trousers. Well, they're very comfortable. See, I am one of these ladies that I go for comfort
Yeah.
instead of fashion.
Oh, absolutely.
You are very fashionable.
I'm
and that's
comfortable, though.
stunning.
You look so good. Then we need to shop where you shop.
I want more kind of. I would love to get myself a cowgirl outfit,
You
but
should go get
Across
it.
there, that's where I got it.
the only thing with
£113. Still there.
oh.
But doesn't she look pretty?
She does. She looks awesome.
So you're welcome, honey. Okay.
And like, I would love a pair of cowboy boots, but my thighs are like,
Hey, thick thighs save lives.
oh, mine's will save a lot of lives.
Yeah, you're
and
a hero.
I can't get like even these. Like
Yeah.
these are pair of wellies, but like they're there because I
Yeah,
could
yeah.
get wellies even to fit
Oh.
my thigh. So trying to find like a cowgirl outfit that would make me look as fabulous as you would be a task. Sorry, there's a cowgirl
Oh,
over there. No, it's you! I'm just telling the camera who we're talking to because the camera can't see. But cowgirl attire.
My boyfriend would love if I wore a dress rather than these like
Cargo pants.
these. I look like Kim Possible. Okay.
But you're comfortable. Yeah,
Yeah, I mean it's so
it's very
comfy.
cool. Very cool.
But I have
for
to start
me.
dressing like a girl. My boyfriend's gonna be like, I'm dating a man.
You dress how you want to dress.
Yeah. Period.
Dress like Maggie Baugh. I don't know, would Maggie Baugh wear like pink dress and pink
Hell
shoes and
no.
stuff? No, I don't think so.
The only time I ever wore high heels was at the Opry.
didn't think that would get a positive response.
A pink dress. I don't know. I have girly days. Today's not a girly day. Today isn't. I'm in last night's makeup and I brushed my hair though. That's good.
Yeah.
Just for you.
And just for people who want to find out, you
Yeah.
were talking about your mascara earlier on.
Oh yeah, this eyelash glue is 10 out of 10. Let me tell you. So I put it on my face at 6 p.m. last night, and it is 1 p.m. the next day. They're still on.
That's just.
I did it on purpose for everyone listening.
It doesn't look like it's faded or.
Thank you. Yeah.
Even though you've slept, either.
I didn't do a damn
No,
thing.
you open up and you get gloop and.
Yeah, I got
mascara's
glitter on my
everywhere.
eyeballs. I literally stuck a hat
Nothing
on
like
and I was like, we're ready to slay the day.
I mean, you just
No.
you can get a sponsorship.
I should.
You should.
Hey, Ardell,
should
your
try.
lashes are expensive. You should sponsor me.
Hashtag
Hashtag.
sponsor Maggie
Eyelashes.
Baugh. Yes, eyelashes, Maggie Baugh. Yeah, I think you've got something going
Thank
on.
you.
Is that would be a cool thing? So for the rest of the year, you're coming back to the UK.
In August, yes.
In August. For a headline tour
Yes.
as well. How exciting is that going to be? And is your album going to be out by then?
Yeah, hopefully my album will be out by then.
How cool.
Yeah, the goal is to get my album out by August 1st, and then I start touring August 8 or 9, so.
So what about celebrating your album?
Yeah, we should be. Let's go. I got a few days off. Party.
Absolutely. Party night
in
day.
the UK.
Just bring this bus and just go around. We could just bring this bus and just
Honestly, this is a fabulous bus. We should absolutely make this my tour bus, and you're all invited.
Hey!
So 1000%. I don't understand why they didn't like put like artists in here. Like this is so fun. Like we should do like a whole like jam session here. Bring out all the guitars, let fans hang out.
Well, the Cruz brothers, who
Yeah.
you
They're-
met briefly, you know that the wine thing that caught your eye down?
Yeah, the wine thing that cut my
The
eye.
wine
For
thing,
sure.
I
It
can
looks
see
like the
it.
freaking Hobbit hole over there.
I know I say this too often, and I probably shouldn't say it, but I'm not really a drinker. So
You're not a drinker?
I'm not
Good for
really
you.
a
Your liver loves you.
That's my response to everyone else. That's the best response ever. The Cruz brothers were actually singing outside there yesterday.
Nice.
Just acoustically, kind
Just
of
for fun.
busking, so
What if I
it's
just
quite cool.
start singing? Maybe people will come. Maybe not. They'll be like, oof.
If people knew you were playing, this bus would get full busy.
You think so?
I think
we should figure that out. When someone's not playing, because I don't want to like obviously like.
They're not playing
interrupt.
till 1:40, I think, on the paddock stage.
Oh, done!
140 up there.
Oh, she's going to get C. Yay! We're getting more than one song!
No, I was just gonna be like, well, we should start
I
singing
thought
some
we were
cover
getting more
songs.
than one
Everybody.
song.
I mean,
Yeah.
I can't.
Well, we can finish off with a fun game if you're up for it.
I love games.
It's called. It's not a hard game. Well, it depends
That's good.
on the questions sometimes. It's called This or That. So it's just choosing between
Yes,
two.
yes,
So we'll start with. Well, I don't know if it's an easy one, but love or money.
Love.
Hey! Buckles or boots?
Boots.
Singing or songwriting?
Singing.
Guitar or fiddle?
Huh.
Sorry.
I don't know. That's a hard one. Or
Well, you can choose both if you want.
both.
There you go.
Do you feel like you were saying earlier that you kind of feel more fiddle in your heart?
So I like love playing fiddle because like it's not a very common instrument anymore. Not a lot of people do it. And I've been doing it for 18 years. Like my violin is a full-grown fucking child. Okay, 18 years old. I know I don't have to pay for child support anymore. No. But I love playing guitar too because I write on it.
What the? Woo! Okay.
Drop the bass. but I also love playing guitar because like that's what I songwrite on, you know. So it's hard to like choose.
So it's like the best of both worlds.
Yeah, I
kind of a thing.
songwrite on guitar, but like I play fiddle live, so it's like
Kudos to fiddle players because I tried to learn once upon a time,
yeah,
and it's not the easiest.
it is not.
of
Thank God I
instruments to
learned when I was younger because I feel like if I try to learn anything new now, I just get so frustrated.
I got frustrated because the sounds I was making were awful. And
Yeah.
I couldn't Twinkle Twinkle Little Star.
You should have
that's
heard me on stage this morning.
That's why we did. No, the sounds I was making for Twinkle Twinkle Little Star didn't sound like Twinkle
No.
Twinkle Little Star.
Hot
It
cross
didn't
buns.
even. It didn't even sound like that either. It just was like no, because it's just such a
Yeah.
a unique instrument. There's no other. I don't think there's any other instrument that you play like that because there's no specific. You put your finger here.
Yeah,
that's
there's no
C,
frets.
You put There's no kind of.
Yeah.
You just have to kind of guess. So it's
Yeah.
you're actually playing by ear every time
Yeah.
you're playing.
Well, when
Is
you
that-
learn violin, they put tape on it. They put frets on there, so you know where to put your fingers. And then after just years of
good.
learning, you just take them off.
Ah.
Inside scoop.
See, inside scoop of that. Recording or performing?
Performing. Obviously.
Obviously.
Duh.
So when you're recording in this, and does that are you kind of frustrated because you can't move around and dance?
Yeah, you know how many times my producer's like, sit, well, I don't have a producer. Pfft, you know how many times people I'm recording with are like, sit still? Literally, a photographer that photographed my show last night was like, Maggie, I got one shot of you standing still for 5 seconds. I was like, that is impressive. It was a great shot though. I should stand still more often.
But when you play entertainers, you stand still. So that
Yeah, I did stand
You
still.
did?
You're right. It
and
made
you
me
you sat still this morning for like an hour,
I did.
It felt-
But I was dancing in my pants.
right?
Yeah, I was.
And then you're like the accent thing was hilarious.
Oh yeah. I called the person's Jake. I called him Adele. I don't think he liked that. Not bad. It was a compliment.
We'll ask him tomorrow morning.
Yeah, I'd be like, did Maggie make you uncomfortable? And if he says yes, I apologize.
Or you can hijack and then come in and say, Johnny!
Adele, everyone. I should
just come in and say, oh, by the way, we just have a surprise guest coming in to your whole session. Just wants to ask you a
Yeah.
question. Just come in. 10 o'clock.
Did I make you uncomfortable yesterday?
10 o'clock here.
Oh, girl, I'm sleeping.
Beer or whiskey?
Ooh, beer. Yeah, I'm not a whiskey girl, but I classify White Claws as beer, so
Tacos or Thai?
tacos,
Pizza or pasta?
pizza.
Oh, this is where the hard questions are. Entertainer's Heart or Oklahoma on Saturdays?
Ooh.
Sorry.
Oklahoma on Saturdays because it's out. Go stream it.
That was a very publishing answer. What about a Maggie Baugh personal heart answer?
Yeah. So I need the money and I need the streams. So yeah, Oklahoma on Saturdays.
Right, I'll just go to go into your Spotify so I can choose between other songs. 'Cause, I'll not do that.
No, ask me don't ask me about music. Ask me other questions. I don't know. Hi, we're playing a game.
Trees are bad.
It's called Never Have I Ever Drink.
There is a song called Never Have I Ever, and that's exactly what you know Gasolina Matches.
Yeah, I do. They're great.
That's
Great song.
Is that yeah? That's a good song. Let's see, cap or hat?
Isn't that the same? Hat.
No. Well, oh, okay. hang on.
Cowboy.
Right. What do you call what you're wearing now?
Ball cap.
What
Cap,
do you
I guess.
cap? What do you call what you were wearing last night?
I don't even know how to describe it. It's not like a fedora, is it? It's like not really. It's like a rancher style hat. I don't know.
Well, that's your
Ask me
choice.
the hard questions.
I am asking that
Ask
question.
the easy questions.
Well, what you're wearing now, or what you were wearing last night?
This is a snapback.
Old Dominion song.
Yeah.
I like that song. But do you have a preference as to which you wear? That one or the one last night?
I guess
Very sparkling.
Thank you. I guess when I perform, I like the other hats, but this hat is just I'm still wearing a hat, but I'm trying to be incognito, guys. Okay.
I don't know if you could be incognito.
It's yours. What?
I don't know if you could be incognito.
You're right. I'm too loud. I make a terrible spy.
I think if Maggie Baugh was in the room, you'd know.
Possibly.
Is that right, housemate?
Yes.
All
Watch
the
it.
right reasons.
So, I'm going. Books or movies?
Books.
What's your favourite book?
I gotta sneeze. My favorite book is. I love so many. I started reading the ACOTAR series. I just finished it, which is amazing. The Sarah J. Maas universe. Hashtag. What am I reading right now? Oh, I'm reading the third book to the Iron Flame and Fourth Wing books.
My goodness.
The third one.
How did you find time?
Storm.
to do all that when you-
Well, I was on a 9-hour flight.
Oh, there you go. Yeah.
There you go.
That
I read 14 books last year, but I've only read one this year. I'm slacking.
I just think that's slacking because you're working hard.
Yeah, true. I'm working really hard. Can't you tell? So hard.
And touring around the world, basically.
Yes.
Really?
Around the whole globe.
What would I know you like? I couldn't see you doing anything else. But if you weren't doing music, what would you see yourself doing? If music wasn't a thing. for
Maybe like a
Maggie Baugh?
teacher. Maybe a teacher.
Oh.
I don't really know. I get kicked out of class for saying fuck. I don't know.
That would be good. See if I went to school and had a teacher like Maggie Baugh, that would be quite cool. You would want to go to school if Maggie Baugh teaching you in there. Like you would want to go to school.
Call me. That's Dr. Maggie to you.
you would want to go to school. Did you like it when you were at school?
Yeah, I did. I didn't go to college, but I really liked high school.
Did you have ants in your pants when you were in the class?
Yeah, I was never there. I was touring in high school, so I was never home.
So you like chatting all the time, or did you concentrate?
No, I actually was a really good student. I got like really good grades, and I was terrified of my teachers because one thing I did like about school is that it teaches you like discipline. Like it genuinely does. Like if you don't get your homework turned in on a certain time, like you face consequences. Like I think that's one thing that I had to learn about like not going to college was like I'm my own businesswoman and I own my own business. So if I don't answer anybody. So it's like if I don't do my work, there's no one to yell at me. So it was really nice to be able to like be in high school and like be working at the same time because it's like I'm like, oh, if I don't do what I'm supposed to do, like someone's gonna get upset with me. So I've always kind of like kept that knowledge too, where it's like the people on the other line are gonna get upset if I don't answer this email. But it's not like I'm like they're gonna yell at me because they're not gonna yell at me because it's an email.
But suppose like being an independent artist,
Yeah.
doing it all yourself, there's a lot to do.
Mm-hmm.
And you are your own boss.
Yep.
But like you have the drive and the determination, and I think that you need that all the time in the music
Thank
industry,
you.
depending what happens.
Yeah.
Like so to be doing it in the first place is a major
Thanks.
achievement. And to keep doing it, like I admire artists because it's not an easy ride. It's not an easy journey to embark on. You have highs that are way up here.
Yeah.
Like the high you created last night and the high that you must have felt when you left that stage.
Yeah.
But then this morning going, I need to,
well, I did
need
that
to
to
go out for
myself.
noon and hit notes.
That was called too much wine. I did that to myself.
That I can't hit to now sitting in a bus that looks like Jurassic.
Yeah, I feel like I need to take some ecstasy in order to be in the press. I mean, I don't do that. Please, like, don't. That's gonna come bite me back in the.
But, like, what-
I don't do that. But like, oh my god, there's like little tiny disco balls. Stop it.
What a ride! And then like, what a ride that must.
Yeah.
So how, like from highs to
Yeah,
lows
absolutely.
to like, how do you like you must like the drive and determination and resilience that
Yeah.
you need for all of that. Like,
Yeah.
how do you?
I mean, it gets hard sometimes. Don't get me wrong, but it's like I'll give you an example. Like, I have been going through a lot of changes in the past couple weeks that have been really rough, especially because I'm the one making the decisions, and I hate confrontation. So I've been going through like a lot of things lately, and playing to like 7 people, as much as like I'm an entertainer, like it does hurt, you know? Eventually it's like, man, like I really wish more people would come out to the show. But then it's like I get shows like last night that make it all worth it. I mean, if I could just have one of those every other month, like it just, that's what fuels my fire, to be like, oh wait, like I actually can do this. Like the hard work is paying off. Because sometimes you don't always see it in the moment. It's like working out. Everyone will be like, if they don't see you in like 2 weeks, they'll be like, oh my god, you look great, versus like you see yourself in the mirror every day. So you don't see that change.
Well, I have a vision.
Hi.
I hope one of these days. Is Keith Urban? Is he a member of the Opry?
Yeah.
That would be class if one day you were supporting him and then he asked you, would you like to be a member of the Opry?
I would die.
I think that would be quite awesome.
Let's manifest it.
I think that would be quite awesome because
Manifest it.
like I think that would be cool because like I do think you would be a class
Thank you.
member.
Oh,
Like what
I
you would take
literally
to
die.
that Opry stage would be like.
Thank you.
And you've been twice on the upstage.
Manifesting right here in the
Hashtag.
bus.
Hashtag eyelash.
Hashtag I need a coffee.
Hashtag Opry member. And on that note, thank you so much for chatting.
Of
It's
course.
been an absolute pleasure, and it's just so good to.
It's so good to see you.
And hopefully August we will.
Yeah, I'll see you guys back in August.
Yes, absolutely.
Party bus.
Bye.
And that's a wrap.
On to the road, session hashtag. We're taking it on the road.